You have to understand we're in a war. This isn't a war for land. This is a war for the soul of the world. This is a war between an enemy that will not stop until we finish them or they finish us, God forbid. This is not a political war. This is not a military war. This is a religious war. When they say Allahu Akbar, they mean their God is greater than all the other gods in the world, and they're talking about our God. And we have to stand up for that Chilul Hashem, to remove that desecration of God's honor and name, and that's what we're fighting for. When we fight for vengeance, it's not a pure bloodlust. It's for the honor of our fallen people throughout history and recent history, but it's also for the desecration that God receives from this. That Hashem looks bad in the world when there's a Holocaust, God forbid. It looks like he's weak or impotent or he doesn't exist. They were saying God is dead after the Holocaust. And these Muslim Arabs who were with Hitler in World War II during the Holocaust, they want nothing else than to see, God forbid, the resumption of the Holocaust on the soil of Eretz Yisrael. And they will not stop. Meir Kahana, who I follow, Rabbi Meir Kahana, Hashem Yinakim Damav, he said they will not abide in Eretz Yisrael the size of a postage stamp. In other words, the West Bank and the settlements are not an impasse and not a obstacle to peace. What were they fighting for in 66 before we had the West Bank? What were they fighting for in 47 and 1929 when they killed 67 Jews in Hebron on a Shabbos? They just turned on them. One day they're their friends and the next day they're slaughtering them. What did they want then? It's the same thing they want now, all of it. And we have to finish them before they finish us. The idea of Eretz Yisrael, that God gave us this land, it's not our right to be there. It's not our privilege to be there. It's not our gift that he gave us. All of that is true, but that's not why we're supposed to be there. We're supposed to be there because God obligated us to keep the Torah there. And therefore, I encourage you, all of you, to make plans to try and go to Eretz Yisrael to live your life. If hundreds of thousands of like-minded Western Jews from America and Europe would make Aliyah, they couldn't possibly think and consider for a moment giving away the West Bank, the Golan Heights, or Hebron, or anywhere else. We have to take back what is ours, what God has given us. We have to take it and hold it and unapologetic. Tell the world to jump in a lake. This is our land. God gave it to us. He ordered us here. And we don't have to explain ourselves to you, and we don't have to apologize to you. Am Yisrael Chai, Od Avinu Chai. That's all we should keep in our minds, and ignore the media and the whole entire world here. They have the chutzpah. Today, somebody read to me. A friend of mine read to me the first line in the lead article about the resumption after the supposed humanitarian ceasefire that was broken. They said, well, in a hail of missiles from Hamas, Israel broke the humanitarian ceasefire. What are they, obscene? They're insane. They're trying to kill us. They're trying to destroy us. And when we fight back, we're the guilty party. We have to tell them no and hell no and refuse to acknowledge anything they say. You should be canceling your subscriptions to the LA Times. You should burn it in public. You should trash it in public and make it known that the LA Times is a worthless rag. One more thing. What? Well, all of them. Just ignore the media. You take pride in your Judaism. You have to learn Torah with a passion that what makes you want to be a Jew, be proud to be a Jew, and enable yourself to put yourself in a position where you're immune to any of the things you're going to hear on your college campuses, or anywhere in the media or anywhere in your work world, when you're out in the public. You just have to be immune. You just have to be, the Torah is your inoculation so that you will be strong and chazak and have courage and don't back down to anybody. A Jew who believes in God, who has faith in God, who trusts in God, will fear nobody on the planet, will fear no one. Not the Arabs, not the Americans, nobody. Am Yisrael Chai.